Hey, what's up? This is Brian Pfeiffer, the owner of BacheloretteVegas.com, and I'm standing here today in front of the Allegiant Stadium. This is where, if you don't know, not from Las Vegas, this is where the Las Vegas Raiders play. And inside the Allegiant Stadium, they have a really cool end zone club called the Wynn Field Club. Okay, if you haven't, if you're not familiar with the NFL, the Las Vegas Raiders are an NFL team, and inside the Allegiant Stadium, this is what they've built for the Raiders. And then they also do like concerts and special shows and soccer games and stuff like that inside here as well. It's a big attraction here in Las Vegas. There was a big Korean band here recently that sold out like 4 days in a row. So that kind of stuff goes on here. If you don't know, it's right across the street here from the Mandalay Bay. You can't really walk here from there because there's obviously an expressway behind me. So if you hear the cars going, that's the problem. But there is a bridge over here for Russell Road, and you can walk over the bridge. So if you are walking from the Mandalay Bay to the Raiders game or to one of the concerts or whatnot, it is a walkable walk for you guys over Russell Road. There's also another bridge over here by the Luxor here, and there's another bridge there, and you can walk across there. Obviously, there's going to be parking all around for people that drive, but your best bet coming to the field here, Allegiant Stadium, is going to be taking an Uber or a Lyft and just get dropped off, and then you want to maybe wait a little while when you leave here because there's going to be like 50,000 people leaving at once, and it's going to be tough to get an Uber or Lyft. That's where the Wynn Field Club can come in, because you can hang out at the Wynn Field Club for an extra hour at least after the game. Okay, and it's a good party. They bring in some of the Wynn DJs like Diplo and RL Grime and some of the bigger hitters sometimes come over here. I think Marshmello was here one time playing. So let's talk about the Wynn Field Club. This video is going to be talking about the Raiders games and the Wynn Field Club, and also the access to the Wynn Field Club during non-Raiders games like concerts and whatnot. I think they got Elton John coming up here. Might have been maybe here at the T-Mobile. I don't remember where it was, but they got a lot of concerts coming up. I think Mötley Crüe is coming here pretty soon. That's going to be a pretty big show and whatnot. So the way it works for the Wynn Field Club, by the way, basically directly behind me is gate 52. Okay. It's the main box office there, and then there's gate 52. That's where the entrance to the Wynn Field Clubs is going to be if you got a table. Now, there's another entrance to the Wynn Field Club on the other side for just like the general admission people, okay? And so most of the people that I'm going to be probably working with are going to be coming here with a table, and that's where you're going to go in here, gate 52. So there's kind of a designated drop-off here for the Ubers and Lyfts to get dropped off and get quick entry right into the Wynn Field Club, so you don't have to deal with too much headache and traffic and whatnot. So when you walk in, you're going to walk in through there, and you're going to walk in through like a nice walkway, and then down an escalator, and then you're going to kind of go through kind of a service area, if you will, and then right into the Wynn Field Club. Okay, when you walk in, on the right is a DJ booth and several bars. I think there's a couple bars, one on each side, and then the DJ booth, and then on the obviously looking straight out, you're going to see the field, and then you have all the seating kind of in front of you. Okay. Now the way it works for the seating, it's a little bit, for lack of a better term, kind of a ripoff. All right. So for the NFL games anyway. So what happens is you pay like these astronomical fees of like $25,000, $30,000 for a Wynn Field Club seat. The front row ones are like $35K. The best ones, $25, $20K, that kind of stuff. And only 10% of that money goes to food and beverage. Okay, so a $30,000 booth is going to be $3,000 in food and beverage, and that's it. Okay, they have great food here. They have Wynn chefs and whatnot, and of course beverages are like the same prices as a nightclub. It's $7.25 to $7.95 a bottle. Same tip and tax, around 38% as the Wynn and Encore. Okay, it's the same system they use. I'm thinking so. That's the way that works. Now for the concerts, a little bit better value. Okay, maybe for like a Mötley Crüe concert, you can come out here and get one of the best tables for a nice view of the show. Now the stage is going to most likely be all the way on the other end. Okay, so it's going to be kind of a far view, but they do have big screens and TVs all around, and you can get one of those tables, a really nice table, for say $3,000 to $5,000, and all that money goes toward food and beverage. Okay, so it's just like buying a table in a nightclub where like $3,000 would get you $3,000 in food and beverage. Okay, so that's not half as bad. So I'm going to give you guys an example here of a typical game they got coming up for the Raiders game, because I'm assuming most people watching this video are probably interested in the Raiders game. As I talk about these sections here, I'm going to go ahead and kind of flash up the areas so you can see what the areas look like. And there's going to be a link below where you can actually hit me up and you can hit my cell phone up and ask me questions and do some booking online and whatnot. All the events are going to be upcoming in my calendars here. So this is October 23rd, 2022. Okay, I'm filming this in July of 2022. This is going to be the Houston Texans versus the Las Vegas Raiders. They open up at 10:05. Okay, so the game must be at 12:05. So they're going to open up a couple hours before the game, and I think they stay open a couple hours after. They have a little bit of a party afterwards with a DJ and whatnot, so it's kind of worth it. Now, if you have tickets, by the way, to the game, just regular seats, and you want to pay like $100 to get into the Wynn Field Club, you can. I think just to get into the Wynn Field Club without tickets is going to be like $500 a person, okay, and that includes your ticket. All right, so just keep that in mind. So you might be better off just buying tickets for less and then paying the $100 to get in. That's one option. All right, so let's talk about like the front row, all right, and I'll flash up these tables. 25,000, large second row, 25,000, which is those are considered the most prime tables. And then the center second row is 20,000, second row 15,000, side third row 12,500, back third row 10,000, center dance floor 7,500. And then standing room only, basically $500 a person. Okay, so those are the options for that particular game, and you're going to find most of the games are pretty similar. There are some 4-top tables and some high-top tables that they might sell for less for like a group. If I'm a little bit more on a budget, I can maybe wheel and deal on some of those. You're not going to have one of the prime tables that you're going to see the whole game with, but you can get in the door, get a little bit of food and beverage, and have a nice place to at least sit for the game and kind of watch it on the from the field and then from the TVs. Now, the ones toward the back by the DJ, those tables are going to be more prime when the game ends because everybody kind of moves the party inside to the 2 bars. There's a little bit of a dance floor, and sometimes the Wynn brings in their big hitters like a Diplo or a Dylan Francis or even a Marshmallow. I think was here one time, and they play there. Now this year might be a little bit more lively because we don't have that darn vaccine mandate for the old Corona. So there are going to be a lot more people probably want to check this out this year. One of the reasons I didn't even make it last year was because I didn't feel like I had to deal with that whole process of going through the check, if you will. Okay, so that is the Wynn Field Club. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to put my cell phone up above. It's 773-459-8133. Hit me up on the cell, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. I can get your table booked. Very similar to booking a table at Excess or Encore Beach. I have, obviously some pull to maybe wheel and deal a little bit. And then, if you guys just want to come here and check it out, let me know too. I can give you some instructions on that. Definitely looking forward to working at the Wynn Field Club this year. Couldn't really work with it last year. Make sure you like this video if you like the content, and bang that notifications bell if you want to subscribe and get some more content from me. I would appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to working with you here at the Wynn Field Club in Las Vegas. We'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.